Long ago, when God created the earth, and he made man and woman, and gave them their own paradise to live in, a fallen angel approached them with a fruit, claiming that this fruit had the power to make them like God. The woman took and ate of the fruit, and gave some to the man, and he ate as well. Then they both saw that they were naked, and were ashamed. The serpent laughed, for it had succeeded in deceiving them, using this fruit, which was pizza. Humanity's greatest strength, temptation, and weakness. And that is one major theme in the indie game Pizza Tower. Pizza Tower has got to be one of the best games I have ever played in my life, and that's on Jaw, okay, that's on God, that's on Jakey. God, I love Jakey so much. But seriously, folks, Pizza Tower is probably the most tightly designed platformer I've played since that one Mario game where he throws the hat. I can't really remember what it was called. I think it was like Mario, the Iliad or something. But the point is that Pizza Tower is definitely worth your time. I don't think I've seen an indie game like this recently that's had this much originality and so much content that you get for your money. It all feels totally worth it. The arcadey feel of this game is unlike any other. I've seen a lot of people compare this to Wario Land, which it's clearly influenced by, but it's also been compared to something like Sonic too, and I think that's kind of a weird generalization to make. Just because you go fast doesn't really mean it's like Sonic, because Sonic levels are designed for you to move as fast as possible through them without touching anything, except for rings and maybe springs, but pretty much anything that's going to propel you forward, but you do not want to touch enemies or anything like that. Pizza Tower is the exact opposite. This game wants you to rampage and tear through every level, killing every enemy and collecting everything in sight like some raging beast, or your war veteran uncle who got horribly drunk and started suffering from massive PTSD at Thanksgiving. One of those comparisons is definitely more relatable than the other. And I know, it's the Thanksgiving one. But the way that Pizza Tower eases you into this madness is actually really interesting. The game starts you off in this campy tutorial area, and you get the hang of things a little bit. You get used to the movement, the mechanics, and what you should be looking out for in terms of collectibles. And there's even a specific super jump mechanic that they ripped straight out of Metroid. That's just what I heard. I've never played a Metroid because I only play good games. Suddenly you meet Papa John himself, and are told that you have to kill him with a gun in order to progress. Then you have to escape from every level that you kill him in order to survive and take your spoils from that level. But the insanity doesn't stop there. At some point, you might find a thing called a lap 2 portal, which will allow you to go for a second lap of the escape, with the same amount of time going and everything. And it is just as stressful as it sounds, but at the same time, it is the most thrilling thing in the world.
Hey everybody, it's me, Zeppo. I'm currently speaking to you from the editing realm that I use to edit my videos. I forgot to talk about the soundtrack later on in this video, so I just wanted to add it in post. So here's my thoughts. The soundtrack to Pizza Tower is literally perfect. It's like a mix of Wario Land and Jet Set Radio, but it's so much more unique than that. It's just a lot of really crazy electronic, funk, and jazzy tunes that I think are a real good time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hold on one second. My editor Doris is trying to tell me something. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not know pizza wasn't a fruit. Oh my god.
Now let me tell you about this ranking system. One of my favorite things about this game is just how brutal its ranking system is. I like me some Devil May Cry, I like me some really good hard ranking systems, and this game's definitely got one. Things like score, time, how much damage you take, how many enemies you kill, collectibles you find, and secrets, all these determine your rank. But to get a perfect rank, to get that wonderful P rank, you've got to do some ridiculous, out-of-the-box, just borderline masochistic bullcrap. You've got to get every secret, every collectible, and on top of all that, go for lap 2, and keep an entire combo going for the entire level. That kind of stuff is not even something you hear in Devil May Cry, dude. Like, that's insane. Like, what were they thinking? It's a ridiculous challenge that feels insanely rewarding once you actually do it. Now, I mentioned earlier that this game was inspired by Wario Land, specifically Wario Land 4, but this game is much more unique than that. It really only borrows the escape mechanic. The best example to show how this game is just brimming with original ideas that are all so unique, wild, and wacky are in its different floors, levels, and character designs. You might think that each floor has its own theme, but they're actually just gateways to the levels, which all have their own distinct themes. They all have their own unique enemies, mechanics, some even have their own unique escapes. But one of my favorite ways that this game totally shines is in its boss fights. And oh my god, are they magnificent. If Pizza Tower should be remembered for one reason, it's that it was a purely personal work that succeeded despite all the odds. It takes so many risks with its strange, dark sense of humor, its weird, goofy character designs and animations, its brutally fast gameplay, and the fact that the taunt button is also a parry are just all so insane, and they all culminate in such a perfect passion project. I doubt it'll ever be forgotten with how much love and attention it's getting right now, and for me it's up there with one of the greats like Shovel Knight and Undertale. It's just awesome to see something with this niche of a target audience do so well. It's impressive how far it's come. And to me personally, I have no complaints with this game. I think it's a masterpiece. Everything about it either appealed to me or impressed me in some way, both artistically and in terms of game design. Going into the future, I'm excited to see what Torta Pizza works on, and I'm especially excited to see what happens to Pizza Tower. Okay, but seriously, if anybody's gonna pick up the Pizza Tower cartoon, it should not be Nickelodeon. It should not be, okay? If it is them, if they pick it up, I'm gonna commit a terrorist act. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna blow.